P Pod? It's your girl Key, second in command of the illest team known to man, the Purefoys, aka your family's favorite family. And today, this video is sponsored by True Colored Bandages.
Mommy?
Yes?
I hurt my Stacy.
Oh, you need a Band-Aid? Ari, can you help Raylan get a Band-Aid?
Okay, Mommy. Which one should I get? Just take all of them. Okay.
Say blue.
Blue. Mommy, which one looks best for Raylan?
Oh, let's find out.
Go on, Mommy. Go on.
Yo, didn't look. There's so many different shades, bro. Oh, that's tough. That's cool.
Red. Let's go out.
Perfect.
Thanks, Mommy.
You're welcome. Now go play. I love that True Color Bandages focus on diversity, especially since nude comes in all different shades. The company was founded in 2013 by an adoptive father looking for a small but meaningful way to connect with his children of different skin tones. Their bandages can be found at Target stores nationwide, which is everyone's favorite store, so go pick some up while you're there, or go to Amazon when you need them quickly and don't feel like going anywhere. If you need them in bulk, they are available via their website contact. All information will be in the description box below. As of right now, they are releasing 2 new sizes, the circle and the patch. And in the upcoming months, they'll be releasing a new lighter shade and a couple of other new to market products. So the next time your little ones get a boo-boo, consider True Color, diversity and healing. And today we are knee deep in our homeschool day. We have done our language arts, our math, and we are gonna dive into some history. Yesterday we watched Marshall after we finished our schoolwork. The boys thoroughly enjoyed that, and we talked a little bit about it afterwards. So today we're gonna go over to the couch and we are gonna watch the Kevin Hart Black History special.
King, a soldier for peace. Jackie Robinson, a pioneer with the courage to break barriers. Tonight, we dig deep to explore these and other inspiring tales from African American history.
1824, gonna add around that speck of potato chips. He loved to hunt. He also loved Carrie Moon's Lake House.
I'm home today, so I got a chance to hang out with the homeschool. Put that down, little boy.
Put it down.
I think it's a good opportunity to talk about what we liked, what our favorite parts was. Ari, what was your favorite part?
The first part.
Tell me more.
What did she say?
The first part. What do you mean the first part?
I like the first part of the story.
What was that?
You have to put your hand down, I'm sorry.
I like the part when the kid kept calling his dad the captain.
But in terms of, what did you learn? Because I hope you didn't just look at it in terms of just like funny things.
Yeah, I hope you actually got some of the history out of it.
Yeah. So what did you learn?
Who was your favorite person that they talked about, and what did that person do? Even if you don't remember their names, what did they do?
But you should remember their names, because like that was the whole purpose of watching it, not to just be watching a show, but like what Who did you learn about? What's one of the people that you remember them talking about? What about you, Jaden? We'll come back to you, Ari. What about you? Who'd you learn about? Or what was one of the people that like stood out to you in your memory?
First black person to go to the North Pole. Forgot his name. I was focused on the whole movie, but I forgot the names. There was a lot of names.
But why did that stand out to you?
He was just the first black person to go.
Can you stop that, please?
He was the first black person to go to the North Pole.
But what's significant about that? Why is that important? Or what was important about the story?
He got no credit for it.
At the Alberta.
Cutie. How'd you move?
And what do you think about that?
Mommy.
It's not fair.
It's dinner.
I mean, it wasn't fair.
What about you, Xavier?
Oh, my favorite Henry Box Brown. Because, like, I know I would never think to put myself in a box. Like, that was such
You watching it?
a smart move. I would never think to put myself in a box to be a free man.
So the issue with millennials is that if it's not attached to an iPad, or if it's not Fortnite or Roblox or some type of video game or social media outlet, they don't pay much attention to it. So hopefully we will break that cycle. The movie wasn't for us to just like watch and laugh. What did you see in the video that you learned? Or did you don't remember anything?
I remember some things.
What do you remember? And that's what we're trying to talk about.
I remember. Hey, Mama.
Shh.
I remember watching slavery and being free.
You saw slavery in that? No? So what are you talking about? Do you remember Kevin Hart talking about Mae Jemison? The first, who was she?
The first black woman to go on the moon. To outer space.
To outer space, exactly. So you did pay attention to some things. Why was that important?
My thoughts about it is that it was a good idea. Because traveling in space means you can explore more things and learn more.
Was it easy for her?
No,
Why not?
because she had to call every 5 minutes until they were ready for her.
That's the stuff that we're talking about when we're watching educational films. Yeah, I mean, they tried to make it funny and tried to make it relatable, but that was like the small picture. The big picture was just like celebrating black excellence, and that we don't look at black history as just slavery, because there are a lot of awesome things that black people have done, that wasn't Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and
they've been overlooked.
Who else stood out to you, Key? What do you think?
Dr. Vivian Thomas, the blue baby syndrome surgeon. That really stood out to me because he was a tech that was better than the doctor, that got paid way less than the doctor.
Yeah. And that really like kind of like stood out to me because we see stuff like that happens today. People have expertise or are like way more talented than a lot of people, but because they don't have the credentials or they don't have the education that some people have, they are held back. Like this man invented procedures that we use today in the medical field, but he never got the recognition that he deserved.
No.
And that's sad. My thoughts were like, out of all the helping that the other I forget the white guy doctor's name, all the helping that he did for him, you know, helped him get money by making him a bartender and stuff like that. Why didn't he
help him
get into school?
Elevate. Yeah, because he didn't want Dr. Thomas to surpass him, I believe. Like, yeah, like he didn't want his credentials to be above his.
He knew it. He just didn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
It's a humongous thing, and we see that like even in today's society, you know, like, and I'm not saying like all white people, but there are a lot of black people, a lot of white people who love black culture, but would never ever associate with black people, or they still don't think that black people are equals. You know, we see it with like the Gucci's and stuff like that. You know, like these people are promoting
blackface,
promoting black stereotypes and things that were used to degrade us and keep us down, and they're putting it on a sweater. Did you guys see that? The Gucci sweater thing? So do y'all know what blackface is? Do you know what blackface is, Jaden? So there was this it's a style of like comedy or drama where white people would paint their faces brown,
black, or brown, I guess.
Black. They would paint their faces to look like black people. They would paint them brown or black, and then they would mock us. So no, they would act like, you know, the ignorant or uneducated slave, you know, they would say all sorts of like stupid things to make black people seem unintelligent, and that became like this really popular style of like cinema. And you know, it was, of course, it made us look stupid, and that's not who we were. So whenever we see people do stuff like that, we know that it's like explicitly like super racist. And what Gucci did was they made a sweater. You saw the sweater? They made a sweater that was blackface. They could get the Migos to wear Gucci. You know, they Gucci'd out. They got Gucci sandals, flip-flops, you know, the sweaters. Everybody's wearing Gucci. That's all you see. All the rappers that they talk about, Gucci gang, this, that, and the third. You know, so they love us wearing their stuff and promoting their stuff. But still, you know, why would you make this sweater?
Because this is how you really feel. Like there's no way this has gone over, you know, heads, numerous amount of heads, and nobody said, "Oh, we shouldn't do this." You know, somebody approved it. It was okay with somebody.
That's why that thing happened with H&M.
Yeah, it's okay with somebody.
That's why studying our history is so important. I'm happy that we have homeschool, and you know, I would even implore you guys even more to don't make it just restricted to February. You know, this is something, of course, this is, you know, the optimal time to do it.
Yeah.
But studying things like even further research on Box Brown, you know, like even further research on Frederick Douglass.
You have to go potty?
And you know, all those different figures should be like a daily thing, because you know, especially like this generation, you guys are so far removed from history. I make the money that I make, and we have the lifestyle that we have. You know, you guys don't have to really endure the struggles that even your grandparents had to endure. So it's really important to know your history so that you can have an informed decision of just like, you know, what is actually cool and what's not cool. It's not cool that like rappers and singers, they get up there and degrade women. It's not cool that they glorify drugs, even though, you know, it might be, you know, you might have a good time. Families have been torn apart because of drugs. There are people in jails now, you know, serving sentences that, you know, the white people who do the same type of crimes aren't being charged for. And that's not cool. And it's really important that we have like these talks with our kids, with you guys, so that you become more informed. You know, there's like certain things that you shouldn't do as a black person, or there should be certain things that you stand for as a black person. I didn't think it was all that funny as a show, but I think I definitely liked the people that they highlighted. That Box Brown thing was crazy.
I love that story.
That was an awesome story. I'm glad they opened up with it.
Was that your favorite?
No, the Vivian Thomas. Vivian Thomas. That was my favorite of the stories because it's so relevant. And it was just, his family could have been set for life.
Yeah.
And they gave him an honorary doctorate. That's terrible. That's terrible. That was absolutely terrible. And it's a shame on that.
That was what, when he was like 70 or something, 60
67.
something? You got him, Zay?
That's terrible. They let all that time go past. And it's just like, you know, that human decency to just, somebody should have gave him a scholarship or something, you know. That's crazy. But it's really important that when we watch these things that we pay like really close attention. We pay really close attention and really absorb all the facts and the things that it has to offer.
Yes, agreed.
And be able to talk about our feelings on it and like our opinions. Did you guys have any other thoughts?
I could definitely see history repeating itself.
How so?
Because, like you said with the Vivian Thomas dude, I forget his name.
Yeah, Vivian Thomas.
Yeah, and like even now, like there's people that can't get jobs because, like, well, I'm not gonna say jobs, but there's people that can't do things because of the color of their skin still. And it's like it's 2019, and this stuff happened like hundreds of years ago. Well, not hundreds of years, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, about 100 years ago.
I don't forget the lady's name.
Who?
The dancer, the one that.
Josephine Baker.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I know a lot of stories about like female dancers, like Black History Month like dancers, but I didn't know that. Like when she became a spy, it like shifted my mind.
What's up, Peepaw? We kind of got cut off as we were trying to close out the video, but I just wanted to leave you with this last point. As parents, we are the gatekeepers of this information. We are the people who are the connection from our kids, the next generation, to the older generation. And it is up to us to make sure that our kids are well informed of where they come from and who they are. It's not up to the schools, it's not up to the government, because they have other agendas, and it's not the black agenda. So it is up to us to make sure that our kids know who they are, so that they can reach their full potential and strive for the destiny that God has called them for. All right? We hope you had a great time watching our little talk, and we will catch you in the next vlog. Live, let love. Peace. What's up, Peapod? It's your boy Sean P. And if you like that video, give us a big thumbs up and leave us a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, you tripping. You tripping. I need you to click that subscribe button, and I need you to turn on your notifications so you always know what's going on with the Purefoys, and you'll be alright. Live, let love. Peace.